This thing cleared off. What's up, everybody? So let's just jump straight into it. Bam. Fueltech 450. This is what I will be running for the new ECU on the new setup. See, I got my Garrett turbo right here. We just gotta embrace the beautifulness of both of these items together. Just look at that red blue color contrast. Feel it? Let me stop before it falls. But anyways, so I did go with a Fueltech FT450. The nice thing about this ECU is that everything is all built into one unit. So literally, as you see it in the pictures, like, this is literally the ECU, the dash, everything. Like, you can hook up a push to start to it, which is a virtual switch. So possibilities are just endless with this setup. So I actually just got back from vacation. I'll have another video coming out probably after this, because I still have to chop everything up and edit it. But I felt it was more important to give you guys an update on the new items that I'm buying for the bike more than anything. So that video will drop after this one, which is Silver Lake. So yeah, let's do an unboxing on this. Grab this. And also shout out to John Gentry, Baron 405 on Facebook. He got me squared away with everything. I actually ordered the turbo through him as well. So yeah, shout out to that guy. He looks out for me every time I order something through him. So yeah, I did grab the FT450. Let's see, this camera's having a hard time focusing, but I did grab the FT450 unterminated harness, because I will be making my own harness. I want to, try to wire tuck everything and make it as neat as possible. And, I just eliminate a lot of things that I won't be retaining from the stock stuff. So it should be a lot more streamlined this time. So let's jump into it. So I got the unterminated harness, the FT450 ECU. And then these guys were even nice enough to throw in the official Fueltech shirt for me as well. So I will be rocking this as soon as possible. So, like I said, shout out to John. So let's jump into it. Oh wow, this is super high quality. So starting off, you see we have Fueltech magazine. I'm guessing this just goes in depth into what the differences is between the different variations of ECU models. So they have like a 450, 550, and a 650, and I believe they have a 550 light. So this ECU will definitely cater to multiple different setups depending on what you're trying to do, whether it's nitrous, turbo, NA, doesn't matter. They can get you squared away. So yeah, this is a really high quality magazine. I actually love when they include stuff like this, because this is just so out of the norm now with everything going digital. And I'm actually one of those people that still prefer to have physical, manuals and whatnot. So then again, I could just be weird, so I don't know. All right, so you can see they hooked us up with a bunch of Fueltech stickers. One of these will make its way over on that bike. Actually really cool stickers, to be honest. Oh, and these I guess this is the hotkey diagram for using shortcuts to get through different parts of the software. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. Oh wow, this one is really thick. So this is the actual official Fueltech manual. This is also pretty nice because, like I said, I actually prefer stuff to be, in physical form. But yeah, this goes in depth with everything, setting up ethanol, flex fuel sensors, starting up a base tune, or basically everything. So, and now we're on to the good stuff. They even put it in a high quality bag. This is crazy. Man, this thing is freaking sweet. So this is the 450. Pull that off of there because I hate when people leave them on. It's just... What's even better is that this actually has a built-in... It's like a retarded map sensor. I want to say it's like an 8-bar, if I'm not mistaken. But it's already built into the ECU. And that's just one of the, one of the convenient things that Fueltech does for you. By already having a map sensor embedded in the ECU. So that's one less sensor you have to mount and, run wires to and whatnot. So it makes it really convenient with having a setup like that. But I do believe that this FT450 will exceed my expectations on this bike. So it will be nice being able to set up an actual ethanol content sensor. So I'll actually be able to, consistently know like what type of fuel I'm putting in the bike. I never really paid attention to it before. I do have a manual ethanol content sensor, but to be honest, I've hardly ever used it. So it'll be nice for something like that to be displayed on the dash full time. I'm actually setting up a speed sensor. A buddy of mine actually has a Honda CRF 450L, and they have a pretty slick mounting setup for their VSS sensor to pick up speed. I want to say it's like a 30 tooth tone ring that mounts within this like inner diameter of the front rotor. And then they have a sensor like mounted somewhere like in this area on the forks. So I'll probably just make like a custom sensor bracket and maybe use these 2 bolts to clamp it down. And yes, these are 2 mismatch bolts because I couldn't find the original one. I gotta order more because I stripped it out. So yes, this drives me crazy right here, and that will be changed out to the original OEM bolt. So, but as far as mounting goes, I was thinking about just putting it right here on the bars. I've been looking at a few different setups. All right, so I actually decided to bring this out, and I just have it, mocked up right now. So I got the harness out here. I got it wired up to my anti-gravity battery, which I also run on my bike. And I'll just show you guys how this thing boots up and how convenient it is to have. So let me plug this in without dropping it. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, Fueltech 450 splash screen. I haven't set it up yet, so I have to go through all the settings and put in, like the different settings and whatnot. So I'll just click no for now. No, I don't want to calibrate the TPS. And this is the stock dash display setup. So mine will actually be pretty similar to this because they're, for the most part, displaying like everything that I want to monitor. So as you can see, you have the data logger, fuel pressure, oil pressure, TPS percentage. You've got a battery gauge, IAT, timing, injector pulse width, engine coolant temp, RPM, and then this is actually the soft start button that I was telling you guys about. So you aren't forced to do this, but I mean, if you wanted to, you could. This could essentially take the position of the normal start switch. And just for safety on my bike, I will be installing a clutch switch. I haven't bought it yet, but as you guys know, I'm not sure if it's maybe motocross bike specific, but these don't come with clutch switches. So I want to use that as an input for my ECU for the two-step and anti-lag, and basically a makeshift safety cut for starting the bike, so you can't start it in gear or anything. Because I'll also be referencing this gear position sensor right here. I don't have it in. It actually got damaged because my chain slipped, but that's another story. So yeah, this thing is pretty neat. Let me see if I remember how to get back to. All right, so you see the splash screen right here. Why is this not focusing? So engine settings, you can literally do everything on this. So you see you got 3-step, launch delay controls, gear shift output. Man, the possibilities are endless with this. Wheelie control. This thing is amazing. And then these are all the different sensors. Wideband 02, front wheel speed. So like I mentioned earlier in the video, once I get the Honda VSS speed sensor pickup and tone ring, I will be referencing that or using that as an input into the ECU. Yeah, so this is pretty amazing. I mean, I'm not even scratching the surface of what you can do with this. But yeah, this should be pretty sweet. I never thought I would be putting the Fueltech on a dirt bike, but yeah, pretty sweet. If you guys have a similar project, I would definitely recommend you going this route. Should clean up a lot of stuff, and then this is just pretty much like a nice one-stop shop for for aftermarket settings and whatnot. But yeah, this is pretty sweet. Yeah, so I actually haven't ordered the Nano yet, but that mount is actually pretty nice because it allows you to mount the ECU / screen and the wideband 02 Nano sensor readout on the same mount basically. So I'm thinking maybe something like this. It'll obviously be more more angled, like maybe like that. And then what's even better is this thing is completely waterproof too, so I don't really have to worry about it when I go off road with water splashing or getting caught in the rain. And this is obviously the USB port. This is how you interface with it. Picked up a new laptop about a week ago, just specifically for tuning my bike, so that's pretty nice. But yeah, this is I think this is a really good move on my part, going to this system. I've personally talked to a few of the Fueltech guys down in Georgia through Facebook, and they all seem really helpful. So yeah, I'm pretty confident in this product, and yeah, I think it'll be pretty sweet on this setup. Everything virtual touchscreen, and then like I mentioned, it gives you a bunch of virtual functionality with soft switches, so I could actually have like my push to start, like how you would normally have a switch right here. I could have it on the screen, or I could have both. I mean, it's pretty neat. Just for like safety measures, I don't think I'll have a virtual switch for the kill switch. I kind of want that to stick out like a sore thumb, just in case anything ever happens, or if I let anyone ride my bike, I don't want them to have to weed through different dash displays just to turn the bike off. So certain stuff like that, I feel like it probably wouldn't be the smartest move, but then again, certain stuff I feel like that would be super convenient, because it's it cuts down on a lot of wiring by having that capability. So yeah, their setup is pretty nice. It's a nice billet mount. Like I said, I think I'm probably going to mount it like somewhere right here. And what's even better is that the billet mount that I just showed you guys, that actually protrudes past like the perimeter of the ECU. So if I were to ever, drop the bike or anything, the mount can actually, it serves a dual purpose. So the ECU won't get hurt. The mount would just take the brunt of the force. But yeah, that setup is pretty cool. I'm thinking about maybe getting it custom anodized gold or black, or I don't know. I haven't really decided on the color yet. So you guys could make some suggestions in the comments on what you think I should do, or even get it powder coated. So I haven't really made up my mind yet. So yeah, I think this will look pretty clean. It'll be nice to have everything in just one central location. I think I mentioned it in a few videos that I'm not the biggest fan of piggyback systems. They get the job done, but it's just, one more thing that can go wrong. So I've always wanted to go with a setup like this on my bike. So this should be pretty sweet once I get everything mounted. But yeah, hopefully we'll get started on the new kit for the new turbo today. In my last video, I may have mentioned that I'm thinking about mounting it right behind this fairing right here. So I think I'm probably going to move forward with that. I might have to move it outboard a little bit more just to clear the rear tire, because I really don't want to compromise, any form of riding depending on where I mount the turbo at. So that's like my main goal. I want to be able to still retain full functionality of, being able to take this thing off jumps or going off road, or the sumo setup, which I'm really not too worried about because the tires are a little bit smaller, so I got more clearance everywhere with the sumo setup. It's mainly the dirt setup that I'm trying to tailor it for. So yeah, that was oh, you know what, I got to check this out. This actually comes with a mounting structure too. I'm not sure if this is used for just mock-up or what, but yeah, might try to get this harness laid out and get a feel for how I want everything to be routed within the frame. But yeah, you guys stay tuned. Like I said, I got a lot of stuff rolling in. I want to try to have this thing done by, I want to try to have it out and rolling maybe by late May. I think that's probably like a realistic expectation. So yeah, stay tuned. Follow me, comment, like, subscribe. Stay on the lookout for more videos. Follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram. I'll leave both of those listed in the description below. And yeah, have a good one.